Welcome back to EyeSeeStyle. I'm A. Scott Walton, and I'm standing here today in the world-famous Drink Shop Bar in the world-famous W Hotel in downtown Atlanta. I'm standing here today with a man you're going to get to know a whole lot more of, recently selected as GQ Magazine's Most Inspired Bartender.
Well, second most inspired.
Second most inspired bartender in the entire nation. What makes you so inspired? This is Mr. Eric Simpkins.
Good evening. I really just enjoy what I do. I love it. I've spent a lot of time with wine, with spirits, culinary school, and I really just love food, drink, and creating flavors and putting them together and really trying to treat people to a culinary experience, whether it be with food, wine, or cocktails.
Okay. Now, Eric, the most important thing is, what's your home address? Because I'm sure it's kind of a good time to come to your house and have cocktails.
Well, I have an email address, ease.libations@gmail, and I can come to your house. I do house calls.
Very good, very good. Now, Eric, today you're going to quickly demonstrate for us your famous Sapphire Cup cocktail with Bombay Sapphire Gin.
Correct.
All right. Is it hard to make? Can a guy make this at home?
You can make it at home. It's a lot of ingredients, more ingredients than we would normally do for a regular cocktail. But it's one of those things that we'll batch together. It's really like a Pimm's Cup, is what it really comes down to. It's a revival of a really true Pimm's Cup with a lot of muddled fruit. So all you really need is some spirit and some fresh ingredients, everything you can find really at your local farmer's market, and most of the alcohol can all be found at your common local liquor store.
All right, well, walk us through it.
Okay, so we start the drink with a little bit of mint. We just use about 1 or 2 mint leaves to add a little bit of freshness, and take it in my hand, and we call it spanking the mint. And you can smell it, and it really brings it out. We're not really trying to get a whole lot of mint in the drink, but the mint's going to add a little bit of freshness.
Very good.
Then to create our fruit aromatic base, we have 1 lime wedge, 1 lemon wedge, 1 orange wedge, a slice of cucumber.
And why cucumber?
The cucumber, like the mint, you aren't going to taste, it's a little more forward than the mint, but the cucumber really just adds that fresh flavor.
A little zest.
Absolutely.
All right.
Then we have 1 strawberry, and again, like everything else, you don't really taste the strawberry individually, the cucumber individually, the mint individually. It all comes together in this beautiful melange. So we have this fruit base, and to that we're going to add ½ an ounce of fresh lemon juice. Fresh is the key. Just hand juicers are really simple, or you can just squeeze it into a nice little strainer to keep the seeds out. This is simple syrup, 1 to 1. We don't actually cook this. We just stir equal parts sugar and water until it dissolves, using cold water to avoid any minerals you get from hot water out of your tap.
Okay. It's all about purity.
Purity, yeah. And we want to keep the drink clean and fresh. So we muddle all that together. And we have an aromatic fruit base.
All right.
So now that we have the aromatics and the non-alcoholic ingredients, we're going to jump straight into the alcohol.
Good stuff.
So here at Drink Shop, we use 2 different types of vermouth. This is Dolan Sweet Vermouth. It's a beautiful French vermouth, very aromatic. We use ½ an ounce of that. Next, we use Punta Mes, which is a little bit harder to find, and if you can't find this, just double up on the regular sweet vermouth.
Now, I like white vermouth. Is there a big difference in taste?
There is, but especially well, in the summer, you can definitely switch out the white vermouth for the sweet vermouth. You can use martini vermouth. You could even use something like Lillet or Dubonnet. You know, all these are what we call aromatized wines. You can drink them as an aperitif by themselves. So that's our kind of like our bitter aromatic base. Now we move on to the stronger stuff. So we're going to use Cointreau, but you can use triple sec or any kind of orange liqueur that you like. And we use just ½ an ounce of that. And to that, and then finally we have our Bombay Sapphire, probably one of the most popular gins. I think it's a good gin for people who don't normally drink gin. It's a little bit lighter in style. It seems like it was almost specifically formulated for people who normally drink vodka, who are looking to try their hand at gin for the first time.
Okay, and that's 2 shots of the Sapphire gin.
Well, it's actually 1 ounce.
1 ounce.
So everything else is half an ounce, and then the gin, since we want this, the aromatics in the gin act as the liquor aromatic base, because it has, you know, coriander, citrus peel, angelica, and all these other beautiful things in it.
Okay.
So that's the drink pretty much. We're gonna add ice into our shaker, and we're gonna go and set it our glass here. And in the glass here, we're going to put our Collins ice. And one of the key things is always to use fresh. Don't use the ice that you have in your shaker. You want to use fresh ice because you're diluting it and melting this ice, so you want that ice here to be undiluted, so you'll have your drink longer. So we seal our shaker.
See the frost on the shaker already.
And as soon as you feel that frost on the shaker, usually it's about 20 to 25 times after you've taken it over. The faster you shake, the less time you really need to shake it. And then now we just strain this over the fresh ice. And now to add a little bit of extra fizz and to brighten it up just a little bit, we have a little bit of club soda. You can use sparkling water, whatever you have available. You can even use ginger ale, Sprite. You can use sparkling lemonade. But since we've already added sweetener, we're just using club soda because we just want the bubbles.
Okay.
So to garnish this, we are going to take some nice, beautiful fresh mint. Start with a cucumber. Right on the edge.
It looks really festive.
Spank that just a little bit, bring the oils out to the leaves so you can smell it as soon as you put your nose to the drink. And I'm going to taste to make sure this is absolutely. This is I think you'll enjoy this. And this is what we call the Sapphire Cup.
Sapphire Cup. Here's to you, Atlanta.
Cheers.
Mr. Eric Simpkins, W Atlanta Downtown Hotel, Drink Shop. Come try one with me next time. Oh, that's great.
Excellent.
That's great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
Cheers. On that note.